Ashraf Wani joins me on this special broadcast. And Ashraf, you were reporting this conflict with me at that point of time. And Ashraf, today, when the Prime Minister leads the nation in paying respects to our fallen braves, it sends out a very powerful signal, Ashraf.
Absolutely, it is the history, first time Prime Minister of the country visiting this place, which was battlefield in 1999. As you were talking, you have yourself reported during that period, and probably I was the first TV journalist who reached this area on 23rd of May. So it was very tough. You know better, I know better, but the things have changed. That has made a day when Prime Minister of the country himself is now in this place, which was the battlefield during Kargil War. The Prime Minister's visit is very significant, paying tributes to the Kargil martyrs and also to interacting with the soldiers as well as the officers of the Indian Army, then with the relatives of those martyrs who sacrificed their lives during Kargil War. And also one of the important aspects which will boost and boom this region is the opening and inauguration of the tunnel, Sintula Tunnel, which will connect Himachal Pradesh with the Zanskar. Zanskar is the area only remained in the region which is cut off for the 6 months during winters. But after the construction of that particular tunnel, this area will get completely connected, Zanskar, Kargil, Leh and other areas. So very important and very significant visit of Prime Minister, and we are expecting him to reach by 9:30 here at this War Memorial, and there is a series of programs which will be carried out by Prime Minister himself.
All right, so that's the special telecast coming from the ground. And as Ashraf Wani continues to be with us, Gaurav Sawant getting you those accounts from those who've been on this day in 1999. Remember, the situation also in many ways was unknown. You were confronting the enemy, but also trying to understand the level of infiltration that had happened. Heart-wrenching, but imagine the courage, apart from the training and the skill that men in uniform had. I also want to bring in Ashraf Wani now. As Ashraf was telling us, Ashraf, as we are looking at these visuals, as India marks the 25th anniversary of the Kargil War, Prime Minister Modi will honour the 25th anniversary of the Vijay Divas at the War Memorial. Then also we are told that at 9:20, after wreath-laying fly past and a visit to the Hut of Remembrance, there will also be initiating the Shinkunla Tunnel, which is about an altitude of 15,000 feet. And then, of course, there will be an address to the troops as well. So I bring in Ashraf here. Ashraf was one of those reporters, young reporters back then from Aaj Tak, who was reporting in Kargil in 1999. And it was perhaps in many ways, I think, that where the reporters matured as well, Ashraf, also, isn't it? I can imagine no mobile phone, the kind of internet connectivity we have today, even in Kargil, wasn't there then. What difference do you see, Ashraf, from 1999 to Kargil 2024? Can we say a lot of infrastructure has been developed in the area, realizing that the threat is still on?
Pooja, actually what I am seeing after 25 years, it is completely, we can say, 360-degree change. There was no internet at that time, when television, doing the journalism for television was very tough. It was taking 8 to 12 hours for we people to take tape from Kargil or Dras and to get it reach Srinagar, then from Srinagar to Delhi. There was only 2 landline connections in the Kargil town, not anyone in the Dras. Most of the journalists who were covering, including me, the war in 99 were stationed in Kargil only. There was only one hotel in which all those journalists got accommodated. That was Siachen Hotel, that is still there. But there was also one of the parameter, that one of the difficulty, that the area was under the fire line. Frequently the Bofors shells and other artillery shells were falling on the Kargil. So it was safety-wise very tough. But despite that, it was history, and I am lucky that I was part of that.
Yes. Absolutely, Ashraf. You know, in many ways, and as you've also been sharing some of your images, it's a reminder whether, of course, soldiers were there, but also for the journalists to be heading into that terrain to bring to the viewers, to people across the country and the world, of what was unfolding in Kargil in 1999. As Ashraf Vani and Gaurav Sawant also now continues to be with us. Gaurav, these were heart-wrenching accounts that you were getting from the veterans, and perhaps a reminder, like you've correctly said, for the younger generation. Because many of us may realize, I was in school at that time in 1999, and it was a realization of what was unfolding. And in many ways, that made our mindset of what it is currently understanding. But for the new generation, they have not seen those days. Why do you think it's important 25 years later to not just mark, celebrate, observe the Kargil Divas, but also send out a message to the next gen?
So there are two very important aspects here. You know, when we started covering the Kargil war, can I take you back a little in history?
Yes.
In February 1999, then Prime Minister of India, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he travelled to Lahore on that Lahore bus yatra, which was called some Paigam-e-Mohabbat. So there was, some Mohabbat from the Indian side, but treachery from the Pakistani side. There was absolutely no Mohabbat from the Pakistani side, where Parvez Musharraf, then army chief, and we should have seen the writing on the wall. Unfortunately, we were blinded by this so-called Mohabbat, which really did not exist. So what actually happened was Musharraf refused to salute Atal Bihari Vajpayee. He refused to attend the ceremonies that were organized in honor of the Indian Prime Minister. And remember, Musharraf was an army chief there. He wasn't the military dictator just as yet. And then, when Vajpayee was going there with that Lahore bus, Pakistani troops were infiltrating into the Kargil heights. So Pakistani treachery, Pakistani deceit, what we say in Hindi, muh mein ram, bagal mein churi, that's exactly what Pakistan was doing, and Nawaz Sharif was aware of this treachery, because there are several accounts that have come forward from the Pakistani side that say Nawaz Sharif was given a briefing by Parvez Musharraf. Perhaps he didn't have finer details, but he even asked Musharraf, "Arey General Saab, Kashmir kab dila rahe ho?" So that was going through his mind when Vajpayee was being invited to Pakistan, to Lahore. This is something that Indians need to understand, that all the mohabbat that we show for Pakistan, there's only treachery that's come from Pakistan from 1947 till 2024. The terror that we see today in Jammu sector is reflection and response to that same mohabbat that went from the Indian side. But that's one part of the story. What should India's response be? I spoke to General Ved Malik, who was chief of the army staff during Operation Vijay in Kargil. His son, incidentally, is currently commanding the 8th Mountain Division here, Major General Sachin Malik. And it was unique because India today spoke to both the General Maliks, the General Malik Senior, who was Army Chief, and Major General Malik, who's the 8th Mountain Div Commander.